What's up, Yankees universe? KOD Nation, stand up, and all you DJs, wake up and get your coffee. Welcome to another edition of the Yankees Morning Brew. This Friday, October 14th, it's like a little pregame episode. The Yankees got rained out yesterday. The weather was a little nasty in New York City, especially by where I live right now. It seems like everything should be good. The skies is out. It's a little cloudy, just a little bit cloudy, but because we are in the postseason, right? Because this is game 2, and because this is a Friday, I got to throw the alley-oop to my man. So I'm going to bring my guy in, Hello, from Backstage Baseball. Hello, good morning, brother.
Good morning. How's it going?
Oh, everything's good, bro. It's a Friday. The Yankees play at 1 o'clock. I'm sitting here talking Yankees baseball with you, my guy. Everything's feeling good.
Like you texted me this morning. I'm like, yeah, honor. I'm like hyped to do this. I'm like sitting on the couch, like relaxing. I'm like, oh, sick. I get to do something this morning.
Because I remembered we were texting back and forth, and I meant to text that to you last night. It wasn't until I was getting ready this morning, getting my notes together, that I'm like, I realized that I didn't message you. So thank you for coming on. I know it was a little bit last minute, but Backstage, hello, you know you will always welcome here. No, it's an open door policy, bro. You already know that.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. Let's pre-game some Yankees playoff.
Let's do before we do that, right? Before we do that, you have to let the people know, where have you been the last couple of days? How has your week have been?
All right, so my last week, I took a little vacation. We headed out to Los Angeles, got to watch some playoff baseball, Dodgers. We went to a Dodgers game, had a blast over there. There's a vlog on my channel if you guys want to check that out. A little fun, just some highlights from our trip there. Yes, blast.
Nice. I want to shout out the chat real quick. Mr. DiCaprio, what it do? Yo, D, we got one more week, baby, before the Yankees and the Astros are tied or in the ALCS. I'm going to need you to come on to the show so we can talk about it. Eric Wallace, after a tough loss from the Seattle Mariners, I hope everything is good. Eric Wallace, NY Yankee King is in the building. What it do, baby? And, of course, my man, Jiggerman Portito, Steve Schumann. Steve, what is good, brother? He said, I'm feeling good about Nasty Nestor today, going today. Hello? Since it is game 2, before we even talk about game 1, let's preview this game. So we have Nasty Nestor on the mound. What's your thoughts for today's game, and any key takeaways that you think should be highlighted?
Yeah, definitely. I think the main key is going to be Nestor's got to go deep because we have 4 postseason games in a row. Obviously, if the Yankees if the Yankees can make it that they don't have to go 5 games, it would be great. Being that there would be issues with the bullpen, so we need Nestor to go long tonight. And I'll say my prediction for later, but I think Nestor needs to go long tonight, and I need to see Loizaga home sharp out of the bullpen.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, my man L.I. Yankee King, who was originally from Ohio, he said he will be going to game 3 in Cleveland. L.I. Yankee King, salute, bro. Hope you have a good time at the game, honestly, because postseason baseball, if you haven't gotten an opportunity, I haven't myself, but everybody should take their chances to go out there and watch a postseason game, right? But I think, right, hello, and before we get to the predictions, the Yankees need to wrap this up within the next couple of days. You know, I don't want them to go 5 games, because when you look at the Houston Astros, right, who I just mentioned, but the Houston Astros, they're just 1 win away from locking up their series and going on to the next round. So you don't want to be that team that's in there for 5, 6, 7 extra days, 5 games, 7 days type joint, and not have a rested bullpen going into a series with the Astros. What's your thoughts on that real quick before we pregame this?
Yeah, so we're guaranteed at least 1 off day if it does go to 5 games, but obviously you want to take advantage as much as you can. So obviously, yeah, we want to finish up the series as early as possible, so our bullpen's rested. That's probably a big key. Also, some of our injured guys, you want to give them time. Andrew Benintendi, Matt Carpenter. Obviously, Matt Carpenter's back. I don't know what the story is with DJ, but if he can possibly be available for the ALCS, that can be huge. Look to see Carpenter start game 3 in Cleveland, I would say he would, and Stanton to play the outfield. That's what I'm thinking for game 3 in Cleveland. But I do need chat's opinion on one thing. I got to know if I should order a sweatshirt, a hoodie, Yankee merch, or a t-shirt. All right, chat, let me know.
Yeah, let my guy know. He needs to know if he wants a hat, a t-shirt, or a sweater. I'm personally going for a hat. You can never go wrong with a nice Yankee hat, especially in the
But I got
playoffs,
my
right?
All-Star game hat already, so I think
Oh,
I'm still with that. But
all
I
right,
need
all
I
right. So you,
I
you need a sweater.
yeah, I think a sweater would be good.
You need it. We don't want you to get sick, Halal. That's really what it is. We don't want you to get sick. Matt Prado is in the building, one half of the Fight Night crew. Matt, what it do, baby? Yes, the Yankees are looking to go up 2-0 in this series. Steve said, I would love to see a sweep setting up Cole for game one of the ALCS. Listen, Garrett Cole from game one, he was dominant. He pitched 6 in the third, struck out 8 batters. And the key takeaway about it is that when you look at Garrett Cole, he's a strikeout pitcher, right? But the opponent that he faced, the Cleveland Guardians, they were last in Major League Baseball when it came to striking out as a team. So even against a team that's a high contact team that doesn't strike out, he was still able to get 8 strikeouts. He was still able to be dominant, minus a couple of errors, or one error and another one that should have been an error, made him throw an extra 15 to 20 pitches. What's your takeaway from Garrett Cole's performance on Tuesday?
He was dominant and definitely gets a big tip of the cap because obviously it takes a lot to be able to do that. And I think it is big for Cole to be able to do that, especially ALCS and big games coming up in October. That's what he gets paid for. That's what he gets the big bucks for. And the fans, I guarantee you, if he continues to shove like he did on Tuesday night, then no fan will mention his regular season. If he can lead us to a World Series, nobody will be talking about his regular season. Yeah, I think that's the main key.
Yeah, when it comes to Garrett Cole, Yankee fans, they have a love-hate relationship with Garrett Cole, right? But if let's talk about it real quick, Halal. If Garrett Cole was making $16 million a season, $18 million, not the $35 million that he's getting paid, would this season been a good season for what he's getting for that 16, 17 million, the season that he had?
Yeah, definitely. I take that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I think it gets exacerbated because the Yankee fans realize he's getting paid so much. They want him to go out there and throw 8 scoreless innings, striking out 10 batters every time. That's not going to happen, right? When you look at Garrett Cole, he had one bad start against the Boston Red Sox in the playoffs last year, right? It's against the team that he shouldn't have a bad start. It's our rival. It's the Boston Red Sox. We get that. But Yankee fans, you have to recognize Garrett Cole, he had a phenomenal year. He has a strikeout record for the Yankees, right? Every start, he has made every start allow. He hasn't been injured, So when it comes to durability, he passed that test. He just gave up the home run ball this year. And even against Cleveland in game one, he gave up the home run ball, but he locked himself in and was able to be dominant. Any takeaways real quick?
Yeah, definitely a big key to see that Cole's able to go out and he's consistent. If you're looking for a consistent pitcher, he's the guy that you want to go to. He doesn't get hurt and he's a team leader. When I was talking to my dad during the dog days in August, I'm like, there's 2 people that can hold a team meeting right now. Garrett Cole and Aaron Judge. Why
Yeah.
Garrett Cole? Because he has the energy in that clubhouse and he can lead a team like that.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I got my man Tats from Pinstripe Chronicles is in the building. Tats, what it do? And of course, my brother, my man Pots and Pans, Keith Saunders, checking in from the BX. But yeah, hello. When we look at the Yankees lineup, right? They put out the lineup right now. You got Judge leading it off. You got Rizzo, obviously.
I want to ask you about Judge leading off actually before you
copy. Go ahead. What's the question?
What do we think about him leading off? I don't know. I don't like it. I think he's out bad too.
I think it's to start off the game, it's good, right? Because you got to look at it like this, right? If you're the Yankees, right? If you're the opposing team, you're a pitcher, right? So you should know this. If you're the opposing pitcher, you're in a playoff game, right? Game 2, you're down 1-0 right now. You're down 1-0. Do you really want to start off the first inning of your game with a runner on first base facing Anthony Rizzo, Gleyber Torres, and Giancarlo Stanton? Even if you decide to pitch around Judge and you walk Judge on 4 straight pitches, you still have to start the game now with a runner on first against Anthony Rizzo, Gleyber Torres, and Giancarlo Stanton.
When especially today, you're a pitcher like Shane Bieber. He's one of the best pitchers in the league. He knows how to control this case scenario, and that's why I'm a little shocked that Boone let him off, because when Judge bats too, it just creates more. It expands our lineup so much more, and it's just the lineup's more expanded, more exposure. So I'd prefer Judge batting 2 or 3.
Yeah, to me, I feel having him leading off the game. I know a lot of Yankee fans, they aren't in love with it, right? But just use the last week of the season as a sample size, right? Every time in the late innings, in the 8th inning or the 9th inning, whenever the bottom of the lineup got on base, it was always with 2 outs. Judge was coming up to bat. He's not going to come up to bat 2 outs in the second or third hole if after your 7th or 8th hitter, right? So it just we got 7th, 8th, and 9th hitter in those lineups. It just adds so much pressure to the pitcher. Now you can't pitch around those guys. Now you have to attack them. And look what happened with Harrison Bader. Judge was right behind him, leading off of an inning. He was able to sneak off a home run off of the fastball.
Yeah, but it's Cal Quantrill. The main thing is today it's going to be Shane Bieber, and he knows the situation. Judge has great numbers against Bieber. The Yankees rocked him last time in the 2020 wild card series, I want to say. But Judge had a homer off him. I don't know. I think Judge has much more value in the 2 spot, especially if we go up against a team like the Houston Astros. They're a much stronger team than the Cleveland Guardians. I think we can all say that. I don't want to start getting cocky or anything with the series 1-0 lead, but if in the event that we do go on to face the Astros, I think Boone and the front office has to have a serious conversation with the analytics department and see where the best place to bat Judge is. And my personal opinion is it's not the leadoff spot, especially if we get Benintendi back for the ALCS. I want him leading off.
If we had a healthy DJ LeMahieu, like you brought up DJ a little while ago, I'll be happy having DJ be the leadoff hitter. If we had a fully healthy Benintendi who didn't miss almost a month for baseball, I would have him leading off the game. But since you have those 2 anomalies, since DJ LeMahieu, and I'm not sure if we'll see DJ for the rest of the season because he had a fractured foot, that led to the toe issue. So I'm not sure if we'll see him for the rest of the postseason. If we do, count my blessings. We have another bat in DJ LeMahieu. But if we don't, we have to figure our way around it. That's why I was so I just had the only headache not seeing Peraza on this roster.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if we're even going to see some of the guys that made the roster make appearances. Like, is Aaron Hicks going to make an appearance on? I think Oswald Peraza might be is Marwin Gonzalez. Marwin Gonzalez did actually hit very well towards the end of the season, happens to be. So I'm more against the Hicks decision because who do we have enough outfielders if we do take Peraza? I'm trying to think. We'd have Gonzalez,
we got Gonzalez, we got LaCastro, you got Cabrera also, because Cabrera and Gonzalez, they're super utility guys. They're super utility guys, could play basically every position minus the catcher and the pitching, right? But Hicks, he brings no added value to the team. I'm not sure if he's just friends with some of the guys on this roster, but he brings no added value to the team. If you look at it from every analytical point of view, right? From every point that you could look at, from every metric, he is just the worst and just god awful in the entire league. Shout out to Stephen Fox in the building. Uncle Foxy, what it do? And I got Chris the Flash is in the building. I got Frederick, my man Frederick, what it do, baby? Listen, the Knicks had a tough loss the other day, right? But I think we'll bounce back later on tonight. Sorry about that. Hello, go ahead.
Nah, I was just gonna say, like, it's what was I gonna say? Completely forgot, actually. But
we was talking about Hicks, like, because the catcher says Aaron Hicks makes plays in the playoffs. So when, where?
So I was gonna say I would kind of understand if he made it for the ALCS roster if the Astros made it, as he like has those clutch home runs off them. I would kind of half understand that, but I don't understand this.
I don't know. It's just a head scratcher. Honestly, I dread having to send up Aaron Hicks in a crucial situation in the playoffs, right? For whatever reason, if we pinch run or we have to pinch hit, for Cabrera or for Bader, and we send out Aaron Hicks with the bases loaded and 2 outs, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, that's just bad.
But let's talk about the first game, right? Because I wasn't able to take a full deep dive into the first game with the guests that we had on the other day, but I got my man Halal here, and why not? Like always, we always start off with the losing team first because the losing team sucks. So let's start off with the Cleveland Guardians. Hello, if you want, you can read down the lineup. I'll handle the pitching.
Steven Kwan led off. He was his left fielder, 2 for 4. Did the only damage in the scoreboard off a solo home run off Garrett Cole. Emmett Rosario, the shortstop, 0 for 3. Don't remember if New York fans remember. He came in the Francisco Lindor trade. Jose Ramirez was 2 for 3. Was a third baseman, batted third. And cleaning up was Josh Naylor, 0 for 4, first base. Yankees contained his really dangerous left-handed bat. Oscar Gonzalez was 0 for 4. He was in right field. Andres Jimenez also was a part of that Francisco Lindor trade, 1 for 4. He was at second base. Rounding out the Guardians order, Brennan, Hedges, and Miles Straw.
Now, this is a question because this is going to be a debate that's going to go on. Who's rookie of the year, Steven Kwan or Julio Rodriguez?
Julio. I have a question.
Even though Julio Rodriguez missed some time with injury, because if you look at Steven Kwan's number, he's basically a 300 hitter. He struck out. He walked more than he struck out this year. Played a phenomenal defense in left field and at second base.
I don't know. I really strong. I didn't even know he was in the conversation for it until like right now. But I personally think that I like Julio Rodriguez.
Yeah. I think when it comes down to it, I think Julio Rodriguez will win it because of the popularity contest. But Steven Kwan, any other year, a 300 hitter with, almost double-digit home runs, over 60 RBIs, more walks and strikeouts, 9 times out of 10, that's normally a rookie of the year season. But you going against Julio Rodriguez, it's just a luck of the straw. But you had Cal Quantrill going for the Guardians, right? The son of the former Yankee pitcher Paul Quantrill. But he went 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Stephan came in afterwards. Stephan pitched the inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeouts. Then you had Iniel de los Santos come in. He pitched the inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. And then Karanek came in, pitched the inning, no hit, no runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout. And shout out to Karanek for having just a beautiful amount of hair in the back of his head. I really wish that I had some of that to put on top of this bald dome that I have. But yeah, Kyle Quantrill was the losing pitcher. You was about to say something. Hello, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was going to say that Oswaldo Cabrera will be in the conversation for Rookie of the Year next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely next year. He'll definitely be in the conversation next year. And I'd really hope the Yankees don't trade him in the offseason. I hope the Yankees do not trade him or Peraza in the offseason. Like, you need to have Peraza being that that benchmark, or not benchmark, should be that little weight before Volpe comes up, right? We need Peraza the second stopgap. There you go. You fixed the words for me. But let's see the chat real quick. Keith Saunders says, unfortunately, injuries have forced us to place Judgy leading off. But hey, it's the hardest leadoff hitter in the game. And that's so true, because when you look at all of the Yankees injury this season, it's like we could literally take the guy from the Operation board game, put him on screen, and just pinpoint to every Yankee that's been injured this season, because that's how bad it's been. First 2 months of the season, we were phenomenal. We were healthy. Knock on wood. We were super healthy for the first 2 months, but then that injury bug just bit us. Go ahead, Hello.
Yeah. We got very, very lucky at first half, and then, as you said, injury bug came to bite us. Yeah.
And just so you know, when it comes to Cabrera and Rookie of the Year for 2022, he doesn't have enough at bats to qualify for the Rookie of the Year award. You have to have a minimum of 500 at bats in order to qualify for it.
But yeah, so I assume he'll be in the conversation for next year.
Yeah, he'll definitely. Yeah, definitely. Like Steve says, he'll definitely have enough, just like you and Steve said. But over to the Yankee side of things, I'll read off the lineup and you handle the pitching side of things. Hello. You had Aaron Judge leading it off. He was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts and a walk. Antonio Rizzo, Anthony Rizzo, 1 for 4 with the big 2-run home run. But then Gleyber Torres was 0 for 3. Giancarlo Stanton was 0 for 2, but he did have 2 walks. Oswaldo Cabrera was 0 for 3. Josh Donaldson was 2 for 2 with a walk, and he thought he had a home run, but he was thrown out circling first base. Josh Donaldson, it's the playoffs, my man. Until you know it's gone, run those bases. Run those bases. I don't care what you got. And until you see the umpire signal a home run, you keep running out of the box. But you had Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, the shortstop, who had an error. He was 1 for 3. Jose Trevino, the catcher, 0 for 2, and Harrison Beta in center field with 1 for 3. And when it comes to Isaiah Kiner-Falefa in the 7th inning, also, I mean not the 7th, in the 8th inning. No, it was the 7th inning when Garrett Cole was pitching the 7th inning. That ball that literally just tipped off of the tip of his glove, he should have caught that ball. When it comes to Garrett Cole, there's been little errors like IKF or Josh Donaldson or little bloopers that really take away the momentum from Garrett Cole. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, definitely. I'll take pitching. Garrett Cole, 6 1/3, beautiful innings, 4 hits, 1 earned, 8 strikeouts. Jonathan Loaisiga followed. Got a key double play, went 2/3 of an innings, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and no strikeouts. Wandy Peralta looked just fantastic. 1 1/3 of an inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout. Clay Holmes got a little shaky there with his first pitch coming in on the ends. I guess that's something that we can just expect for Holmes and hope he rebounds. Sorry. 2/3 of an innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, and no strikeouts. Cole got the win, and Holmes got the save.
I want to ask you, Hilal, when Clay Holmes hit that batter, how stressed were you?
The first thing, I pull up my phone and I'm like, who else do we have in the bullpen that we can go to? I'm like, that's the main thing. I just got scared.
I literally dropped my phone because I'm watching it on the TV and I have my phone because I'm texting back and forth with Jigga Man, and I literally dropped my phone like, oh my God, this cannot happen at this moment. But kidding. Yeah, he was able to get around it. But Clay Holmes, this is uncharted territories for Clay Holmes. He hasn't pitched this many innings in a season. He's never been relied upon like the Yankees are relying upon him this season. And this is his first taste of postseason baseball. That's the one thing when it comes to the difference between the Yankees and the Guardians. Even though Clase has never pitched in the playoffs, Clase has been the closer the entire time this season, right? He knew he was the closer to start the season and to end the season. Clay Holmes was literally thrown into that role. He was literally thrown into fire when it comes to being a closer.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that that's something the Yankees should work on this offseason. Just getting I think it's a little unrealistic that Yankee fans are looking to have such a ginormous offseason. I'm working on my offseason blueprint video right now for the Yankees. Look, I'm trying to stay as realistic as possible. If we're getting Judge, Diaz is out of the picture. He's going to get a big contract this year. And you can't go out and go spend on those guys. You're getting Judge, and now you got to work with trades. Work with the pieces you have. Don't try to expand. Spend the money that you don't have. The Yankees are going to get the money. They're going to go get Judge. Now, what can we do? Who can we for to make this team stronger? We need bullpen pieces. We need a leadoff hitter, and we need 2 starters at least.
Well, when you look at the Yankees roster for next year, it's going to be different than what it is this season, right?
And we have to pick up Severino's option. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I was going to bring that up. Garrett Cole is on the books for next year, right? Nestor Cortes is on the books for the next 5 seasons. He ain't going nowhere. He's going to be a Yankee for the rest of his career.
Does he have any opt-outs?
No. What it is with Nestor Cortes is we have him under arbitration control for the next 5 years.
Bro, I can just picture he's gonna be in Monument Park, his number, and he's gonna have like a mustache on over his number.
I can listen. Nestor Cortes, he when you look at the season he's had, right? ERA wise, this is the lowest ERA since Whitey Ford, right? Since Catfish Hunter and since the old time Yankees, right? Since the Louisiana Lightning. This is the lowest ERA since the greatest Yankee pitchers that have pitched. So Nestor Cortes, he's going to be locked in with us. But then this is where it gets interesting, right, Halal? Because when you look at the starting pitching, Jameson Taillon, I don't think he'll be back next year. This is the last year on contract. He's definitely going to walk. He'll get paid from another team. But when you look at the first 3 pitches I made, Cole, Nestor Cortes, Luis Severino, we still got Frankie Montas for a whole nother season.
And he's filthy if he can be right. He's great.
If he could turn himself around next year, granted, I know this is the postseason and this is hyperbolic of us to look so much forward into the future, but this is the conversation we need to have. If Frankie Montas, right, can just find himself to be 80% of what he was, that's a phenomenal either 3 or number 4 starter behind Nestor Cortes and Garrett Cole.
Yeah, but where did he go? I'm not even looking for 80%. I'm looking for 100% of Frankie Montas because he just flat out disappeared. And it was in just a blink of an eye, and they should find something.
Yeah, shout out to Metaverse King. He says, good luck tonight, Hector and all Yankee fans from your favorite Red Sox fan. Even though Metaverse King is a Red Sox fan. I don't hold that against him. That still is my man. Hopefully, Metaverse King, are you going to be there October 27th for the KOD event in the city? If you are, I would love to meet up with you, bro. Love to have a shot with you. Love to have a conversation with you. But yeah, when you look at it, right, those are the first four starters I named. You still have Domingo Germán and Clark Smith in the conversation. So the Yankees, I think they'll be set next year if they're healthy from the starting pitching component of it.
You're doing KLD, have I heard? What is this about?
Oh well, the Knights of Dejan in September. It was the 1 year anniversary for the Knights of Dejan. So October 27th in the city. He said I'm gonna go to do my event at the Gramercy Bar. At the Gramercy Bar, it's an event for KOD for people who are part of the Knights of Dejan and the community as well. If I had an extra fake ID, Halal, I'll definitely give it to you so I can sneak you into the event. But whenever there's an event that I can get you in, bro, trust me, you'll be there with me. Trust me.
Yeah, all right.
Have no fear on that. Trust me. We're gonna have a bunch more coming
No,
up.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't for like fans. I'm like, what am I missing out on?
Oh no, it is, but it's it's at this bar that
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know how that works out, and I don't want to get you in trouble.
So the Yankees are.
Yeah. But when it comes to the pitching and for next year, I think we'll be good. This is a conversation for a later date, but when you look at it, right, I have confidence in the starting rotation going forward into the playoffs, especially after seeing what we saw out of Garrett Cole, Luis Severino's last start, and Nestor Cortes, what he's done this entire season. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, definitely. It's just big to see that that both of those guys stepped up. Like, I'm really excited to see what Severino can do. I'm excited to see what we can get from Severino tomorrow night, especially. Saturday night game, Cleveland, and I think I think it's gonna be big to see what we can get from Cortes today and Severino tomorrow, and for a future ALCS game.
Now, looking forward, right? Granted, I know you said it earlier. You don't want to count your chickens before the eggs hatch, right? But hypothetically, if the Yankees match up with the Astros in the ALCS, what do we do about Yordan Alvarez? Because that man has turned into Barry Bonds.
Like Aaron Judge.
He's turned into Barry Bonds and Babe Ruth.
Yeah. Treat him like Aaron Judge, at least. He's he's a very good hitter, and you don't want him punishing. He's gonna be. He just can he makes contact with the ball, especially Yankee Sam. A line drive goes right out into that right field porch.
And he's a big left-handed hitter. His defense is a bit shaky. That's the one thing that you could say. Him in left field, his defense is a bit shaky. But with the season, I could say the redemption season that Bregman has had this year. You got to take your hat off and give Bregman all the credit in the world. Bregman, I think he took the most when it came to the whole cheating scandal. Altuve was a villain, but Bregman, he was taking all the punches, and he proved that he wasn't a fluke. He had a phenomenal season this year. He's a backup hitter behind Yordan Alvarez. So he's someone in that lineup you got to be worried about.
Yeah, definitely. You got to send I'm only imagining Lucas Licky coming in to face Yordan Alvarez, and Yordan Alvarez sends his curveball 550 feet at a Yankee Stadium, knocks a car's window, and just that. Yeah, I'm picturing that.
And to see the story behind Yordan Alvarez and realize that there was only one major league team that scouted him, and I think it was Cleveland before they traded him to the Astros or whatever. But there was only one.
Dodgers. It was Dodgers.
No, the Dodgers. Yeah, the Dodgers. Sorry about that. The Dodgers.
And he was a first baseman.
That was the only team that nobody wanted to take a chance on this guy. Nobody wanted to take a chance on him, but the Dodgers did. Then the Dodgers shipped him off to Houston, and look at the hitter he has become.
Yeah. Big.
Sorry about that. Just the noise out there. But
no,
with when it comes to the Cleveland Guardians, right, their lineup, the one hitter that I'm scared of is Josh Naylor.
Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez. We know who Jose Ramirez is. When it comes to Josh Naylor, right, we don't want Jose Ramirez to beat us, right? I understand that as a Yankee fan, we're gonna pitch around Jose Ramirez, treat him like Aaron Judge. But Josh Naylor, that left-handed bat, is what scares me in that lineup.
Yeah, definitely. Today is not as much of a concern as we're seeing Cortes go out, but definitely if we like have Holmes come in the later innings, you can just unfortunately picture it. He's like he can do what Matt Carpenter can do to a baseball in the left field seats in Yankee Stadium.
And
Right field.
when it comes to Matt Carpenter, right? How do the Yankees utilize him? Because he's the same thing like Benintendi. He's been out longer than Benintendi, but he's the same thing. He hasn't seen live pitching, in the game over the past month. How do you use him?
I think from what I've seen, he looks pretty ready facing Severino, facing Cortes and BP. Obviously, that's not a real game, but I'd prefer not using him off the bench for his first appearance. As I mentioned earlier, I think he'll be starting at least one of the 2 games in Cleveland, probably 2 of them if I had to guess. And I think that's just going to be big to see what you can get out of Matt Carpenter in Cleveland. You'll probably see Stanton play the field for one of those games, see what the takeaways are from that. And that can be a big piece. If Stanton's not comfortable in the field, then Matt Carpenter is going to be seeing less at-bats, and they're going to have to figure out how to assemble that puzzle.
Yeah, it's when you look at Matt Carpenter, right? We all know what he can do, right? With the potential when it comes to Matt Carpenter at-bats, right? I think we would see Matt Carpenter out there depending on what Giancarlo Stanton does tonight. If Giancarlo Stanton goes out there and is 0 for 3, 0 for 4 with a couple strikeouts, I can see Matt Carpenter starting the next game as the DH, right? But if Giancarlo goes out there and he's 1 for 3, 1 for 4, or 2 for 4 with a double or a home run, I think Matt Carpenter will probably be utilized more in a pinch hitting situation. What's your thoughts on that real quick?
Yeah, but I think tomorrow definitely we'll see a stacked lineup, especially if Stanton's ready, because you probably will see Stanton and Carpenter hitting back to back, and that'll be exciting to see for a lot of Yankee fans who are waiting to see Matt Carpenter. The question is today is Carpenter gonna be is he like, I don't know if I think he will be off the bench. If there's a case scenario where we need Carpenter, I'd say they'd use him off the bench.
Yeah, 100%. If it's and this is why I wanted Peraza to be on this roster, because if a situation comes up, right, bases loaded, right, nobody out or 1 out in the 6th inning, IKF coming up to bat, I would rather pinch hit IKF for Matt Carpenter, let Matt Carpenter get that at bat with the bases loaded, and then put Peraza to finish in that shortstop for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you can also have him pinch run. Because he's
either or, yeah,
definitely,
yeah. And his defense, it's analytics have shown that Peraza is the best fielding shortstop we have in the entire organization. So for him not to be playing shortstop in the postseason, it's a head scratcher to me, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, but now let's look over to the Cleveland Guardians, their lineup. They're almost basically identical, but with a left-handed pitcher, they moved Josh Naylor around the lineup. So you got Steven Kwan leading it off, Ahmed Rosario, Jose Ramirez, Oscar Gonzalez, a.k.a. SpongeBob, Josh Naylor, Miller DNHs, Andres Jimenez at second base, Austin Hedges at catcher, and Miles Straw in center field. Almost identical to the Game 1 lineup. But like I said, Jose Ramirez, when he bats from the right-hand side of the plate, that's where his numbers are worse, but it's not that much of a drop-off. He's a better left-handed hitter than he is a right-handed hitter, but at the same time, he did have a home run against the Rays from the right-hand side of the dish, so you could take that for what it is. But I think today, with the game starting early, and we're going to get into this, I think the energy is just going to be, it's not going to be the same like it was in Game 1 at Yankee Stadium today. What's your thoughts on that real quick?
Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, it's going to be because the crowd is, I want to say that there's a lot of people who won't be there who had tickets last night. I saw some people were selling for cheaper than they bought. I was really tempted to get it, but only if my dad was willing to stay with me. But I'm not complaining because we went to the Dodgers game. But I'm not trying to spend like $200 to go sit in the bleachers in Yankee Stadium for an ALDS Friday game. We'll save it if they make the World Series. But yeah, it's just today probably won't be as action packed. It was a little unfortunate that TBS had the crowd volume so low. I think that's something that a lot of fans
They
are
have to
on
fix
them
that.
for. And I think that's actually, it's like, I hear its statement. It's like, come on, the broadcasters were not awesome. I don't want to say they were a little like, I did not have the volume on the whole game. So.
Yeah, no, I was listening to the game, and I think it's because Yankee fans aren't used to Ron Darling. Ron Darling normally does the Mets games, and they had the other TBS announcer. I forgot his name, but
Bob
yeah, to your point,
Costas? No.
was it Bob Costas? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it was Bob Costas. But to your point, you hardly heard the crowd, right? The crowd atmosphere was very low. You hardly heard it. Now, I'm not sure if they did that on purpose, because normally when you listen to the Yankee games and they crowd, they can curse a lot. So probably they lowered it so you don't get that feedback.
But it's a national
during the
broadcast. I think that it's more valid if it's a national broadcast than if it's, because national broadcast. I think that it's more acceptable if it's a national broadcast. Also, ESPN does a terrific job with their crowd volume. They have, I don't know what they do, but it's perfect. Their broadcasters are also amazing. Michael Kay, oh my God, he did a fantastic job on that series in St. Louis.
Yeah, he did. It was weird hearing him call a Philly game, but seeing him call another game that's not the Yankees, it really highlight how good of an announcer he is. Oh yeah, yeah. But he was able to call that Bryce Harper home run call. He was saving that for years, because we all thought Bryce Harper was going to be a Yankee.
I already have, if he got to the Yankees, I have my home run call for John Sterling. The Bryce is right.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with that. You know what? I'm gonna steal that and put it on a t-shirt, bro. I'm sorry about that. You better go get your copyright claim in on it real quick. But yeah, it was. I'm not sure how ESPN does it, but you're right. When it comes to the crowd and the atmosphere, ESPN does an amazing job with it, right? TBS, now it's a nationally televised game, right? I get that. But the difference between TBS and ESPN is TBS is a part of the basic cable package. ESPN, you got to pay for it on top of your cable bill. So that may be a reason why they lower the crowd volume, so they don't get that feedback if someone is saying something on the airways that they don't want to say. Yeah. So maybe it's that. I'm not too sure, but yeah, they need to do a better job at that, to your point.
Yeah, I think I really hope that ESPN somehow gets control of more playoff games, because that's like it's. I wish that the Yankees made it farther in the playoffs last year, so we had the pleasure of listening to Joe Davis is my favorite broadcaster. He's awesome. So I wish we had Fox this year, but I guess we'll have to wait for next year. They switch every other year. They do, each side gets Fox, TBS. I think that's how it works. But I think that's definitely something that definitely should be considered. Whether also the intro. Did you see what TBS did for the intro? They did like a House of Dragons.
Oh my God, no! Oh my God, no! Jesus Christ! I hate when they do stuff like that. Stop it!
Bad.
Oh my God!
Like, the intro is like Michael Kay. When like, you guarantee yes, I sit on my couch. I'm like, it gets you so hyped and amped. And if they do that today, I'm like turning off the TV. I like rather watch like the pitch by pitch on MLB on MLB.com, like the in play.
Oh, the play, the Kyle. Yeah. Just want to let everybody know it's about to be 11:40. I'm going to put the invite into the chat just so we can have a little open panel these last 20 minutes before 12 o'clock. I didn't think it was going to be a pregame. That's why I wanted to be like a round table, to be more open, longer to go. But we're going to cut it off at 12 o'clock just so I can get ready before the game and enjoy a little bit before my doctor's appointment. So I'm going to put the link in the chat. Feel free, everybody, if you're able to join the conversation. But you guys got to know the ground rules. The ground rules of, if somebody's talking, you let them finish, right? Everybody must be respectful to everybody and just keep it PG, PG like Nickelodeon, right? We do have people we have to answer to, so we can't have vile language on the stream. So like I said, if anybody wants to come in, Mr. James Cook, if you're free, Steve, if you're free, Keith, if you're free, LI Yankee King, if you're free. Yeah, sorry about that.
I'm like, am
Halal
I
kicked me
supposed to
off
like
of the
talk
stream.
or like?
Halal just kicked me off the stream. But yeah, like I said, everybody is welcome to join if you can. Like me, I got noise in the background because of New York City. But if you're in a place that you could just tune out the extra noise that's in the background, you're more than welcome to come on. And I got two guys back there. Michael Caputo is in the building. Caputo, what it do?
Hey, what's up, man?
I'm good, baby. Caputo, how you feeling, bro?
Feeling good, man.
Copy. And I bring my next guest as backstage. NY Yankee King Adine. What it do, baby?
What's up?
Chilling, bro. And I got my brother, Mr. Keith Saunders.
The family's here.
Yes, sir. Keith, what it do, baby? What
What's
it
up,
do?
baby? Caputo, what's up, baby? Aiden, what's good, my guy?
What's going on?
Chilling, bro. I'm feeling good, bro. I can't wait.
Good.
I can't wait till 1 o'clock to start for this playoff baseball. But let's start
Getting
it off,
excited.
right? Michael Caputo hasn't been here in a while, and of course, Jigga Man Porto is in the building. You think we can't hear you, bro? That's how talented Jigga Man is. He comes in and he just lays down the law without any of us hearing it. But because Caputo hasn't been here in a while, Mr. Caputo, Michael, start the conversation off. How are you feeling when it comes to this playoff team, and what's your thoughts right now? And then throw it over to Ella, and then over to Keith.
My thoughts is I think the Yankees are going to sweep. We're going to sweep this series. I wish this game could have been at nighttime, though, because I love night games. I'm not crazy about afternoon games, but I think we're going to sweep Cleveland, and I think we're going to I know it's a little early for this, but I think we're going to beat the Astros, too.
Oh, Caputo dropping bombs. Caputo's dropping bombs early in the morning. Heard you. All right, now let's throw it over to LI Yankee King. Adian, my man, my brother. What's good, baby? What's your thoughts? I know we was having conversations about being an open panel. God didn't have that in the viewings. He made it rain yesterday. But Li, let us know what's your thoughts about this postseason spot we're in right now.
I feel the same as Michael. It's probably gonna be a sweep. I swear if Boone screws up game 3, and that's my first postseason game, you are going to see me on Twitter unleash on Boone. But it's a sweep, and then hopefully we don't get fathered by the Astros again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I feel you with that, LA Yankee King. Listen, I want you to have all the best time in the world. Enjoy yourself when you go out there to Cleveland for that game.
Man,
please enjoy yourself, brother. That's going to be an amazing
Take a shot
time.
for me and a beer.
I'm super jealous. Yeah, take a shot for all of us. If you can, take a shot of chocolate milk for halal. But I'm throw it over to Keith. Keith, same question headed your way, brother.
Dude, it's a historic day because this is the first time I think we all agree with Michael Caputo. 100%. I think we sweep Cleveland, and I think we can pass the Astros only because they're fighting with the Astros. It ain't been an easy 2-0 for them. They were down in both games, Houston. Mm-hmm. So they're working for this series, and I'm just hoping we can carry out momentum, and Houston gets a little doggish in the CS. So I love it. I love where the team's going. Cole set the standard as he should. Tuesday night, we went up there, became a workhorse, man, throwing 100 pitches. He threw 40 in 2 innings, and we were like, "Oh, here we go again."
I was nervous. I text you.
I was nervous, man. Yep, me too. That's my thoughts. Nestor's gonna do nasty Nestor things tonight, and I'm excited. The only thing that does worry me, though, man, is the 4, 5, 6 between Donaldson, Cabrera, and Stanton, man, they're not hitting right now. And that's just a tough area in your lineup that you don't want hitting. You know what I mean? But other than that, let's go Yanks, man.
All right. And I'm gonna throw this over to you now because you was bringing up your prediction of the game earlier, but you wanted to save it. So let's go around and let's get everybody's prediction for this game. So I'm gonna start off with you, Halal. Give us your predictions. What do you think Nestor's going to do? How do you think the Yankees offense is going to respond after game 1?
All right, so I got like a steaming hot take here. I think that first of all, it's gonna be like a low scoring game. Like I think it's gonna be 1-1 going into the 9th inning. Matt Carpenter, pinch hit walk off home run.
You gonna play with my heart like that?
Dang.
Capoot, same question going your way, brother. What's your What's your predictions for tonight's game? What do you think Nasty Nestor is going to do, and what do you think the Yankees offense is going to look like after game one?
Well, I think the final score is going to be 5-1, almost similar to what game one was, and I think Aaron Judge is going to go deep in this game.
I agree. Caputo's hot today.
Copy. Caputo, you dropping bombs, bro. Caputo, you need to go on vacation more often and come back with all these hot bombs that you're dropping right now. But Eli, same question going your way, brother. What's your predictions for today?
I'm gonna say it's a 3-2 final toward the Yankees. I don't think we're gonna hit that much off Bieber, and I don't think they're gonna hit that much off Cortes. So it's gonna be a pitching duel. And I'm gonna say my guy, my second baseman, Gleyber Torres hits a 3-run bomb.
Okay, all right. So we got some Matt Carpenter solo jobs. Copy. We got a Matt Carpenter walk-off home run. We got a Gleyber Torres 3-run bomb. Michael Caputo said the Yankees offense is going to wake up. Keith, what's your thoughts and your predictions for today's game?
All right. Nestor goes six innings, 6 strikeouts, 1 earned run, 4 hits.
Ooh.
Giancarlo homers. Yankees win 6-2.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go a little bit. I'm gonna take from all of you guys, right? But what I'm gonna say is the Yankees are gonna win this game 3-1, right? I see it being a pitcher's duel for the first 6-7 innings. I see both teams threatening when it comes to runners on the base. You know, both Yankees and the Guardians will have runners on the base, but I think the Yankees in that 7th inning, just like Anthony Rizzo in the 6th inning, somebody's going to come up clutch with that big 2-run bomb. Now, is it going to be John Carlos? Is it going to be Aaron Judge? Is it going to be Gleyber? Anthony Rizzo? We never know. It could be Oswaldo Cabrera. You know, but that's what makes playoff baseball so unique. You know, it could be the random person that you don't need, that you don't even think, because who thought that Harrison Bader was going to have a home run in game 1, and now everybody's like, Montgomery who? Go ahead, Halal.
Yeah, definitely that everyone's yeah, I think everyone is in favor of the Montgomery trade suddenly because of Bader, how good he's been. He's tracking the balls down in the outfield, and
now, Michael Caputo, since it is Friday, October 14th, let's look back on this Jordan Montgomery trade. What's your thoughts on it, seeing what Harrison Bader did? Because if you look at game 1, not only did he show up with the home run, right? I'm going to just mute you just a little bit because of the background noise. No, you're good. Not only did he show up with the solo home run in game 1, he had that fine defensive play running down that ball and stopping it from getting into the gap and going into the left field wall. What's your thoughts on his defense so far?
Yeah, I love his defense. I think the Yankees definitely won this trade because at first, Montgomery, I was never crazy about the Jordan Montgomery. Anyways, I always thought he was like a number 3 starter, number 4 starter. But when we traded him, I was always saying, why are you trading this guy without getting a pitcher back? I thought that was ridiculous because we never got a starter back in return. And we traded for an outfield that was injured. So I thought at the time the trade was terrible. But now, analyzing it, I think it turned out to be a really good trade. So we won this trade. This guy's a great outfielder, and he's got some pop. I just hope he comes up clutch the rest of the playoffs too. So I think the Yankees definitely won this trade. And Bader has been like a really, spark for this team. And he brings a lot of, energy to the team and something the Yankees haven't had like in a long time since like those 90s teams. So it's definitely been a really good. So it's a win-win for the Yankees, this trade. They won this trade. So I hope Bader does something today too.
Yeah. When you look at Jordan Montgomery, right, that's why you're able to now evaluate the trade as a whole. His first 4 or 5 starts, he was able to post the ERA of 0.35 with the Cardinals. That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But since that start that I say he won 9 innings against the Cubs, his ERA went from 0.35 all the way to 3.11.
Yeah.
Jordan Montgomery has been rocked when it comes to later part of the season. Li, same question going your way, brother. How do you feel about Harrison Bader? And let's reevaluate that trade right now.
I feel good about Harrison Bader. His defense is excellent. His bat is good. I know Monty was loved by the fan base. We all loved Monty We all love Gumpy Nation. But the only reason this trade was made is because Aaron Hicks is completely useless. They're like, okay, Aaron Hicks is completely useless. I would have liked to get a prospect back in return to kind of retool what we had in the farm system. They knew we were going to be trading away. But I give the trade an A. Cashman, you finally got an A for me.
Cashman finally got an A from NY Yankee King. I think somebody needs to mark this down in history because I don't think Cashman will ever get another A from NY Yankee King going forward in the future. But Keith, I want to throw it your way, brother. Now, same question going your way. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts about the Jordan Montgomery and Harrison Bader trade now that we get to fully evaluate it?
Monty who, bro? I mean, I was fine, to be honest with you. I was fine with it from the beginning, only because I knew Monty wasn't gonna have a postseason spot here. He wasn't gonna start a game. If I'm not mistaken, I think you mentioned that he is gonna be a free agent.
Who?
Montgomery? Or we only have him
no,
for
he has 1 more year of control, just like Harrison Bader.
So he probably never made the rotation. Next year, maybe he'd have been the 5th guy. You figure with Montas, Sevy, Cole, and Nestor, he'd be the 5th guy fighting with Herman. There probably wasn't going to be any space there, but I don't think we would have paid him what he probably was going to ask for because he does have a decent, solid career ERA. He's a good pitcher. He's not a bum. He's in St. Louis, he can be a true number 2, number 3, or 1 once Wainwright leaves. You never know, depending what he can do. But you know what you're going to get with Harrison Bader, man. And the kid brings the energy. The fans love him. He can play a hell of a center field. That home run showed me he has a little pop when he can pull. I love it, dude. I'm all for it. We finally got a center fielder. We haven't had a center fielder since Bernie. So
that's
you know
a fact.
What I mean? And he's way best center fielder we had since Bernie. And I'll take that to the grave.
Yeah. But I just want to point out the chat real quick. My man Tat says, I got 6-5 Yank, and it's a bullpen battle in the last 3 innings. Okay. All right. That's a nice. All right. Jigga Man says Yankees win 5-2. Metaverse King says 5-3. Yankees win. All right. So going a while, I think everybody is expecting the Yankees to win, but you can never always guarantee something in baseball. So you still have to
read
go
you
out
off a
there.
weird stat?
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, bro.
Check this out. Shane Bieber in 14 career games, starting on 6 or more days rest, has an ERA of 4.42. In his other 97 starts, he has an ERA of 2.96. He has a 7.52 ERA in 4 career starts against the Yankees, including the postseason, and he's never pitched in Yankee Stadium.
And he has horrible numbers in day games. Go ahead, Hello.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that either.
Bieber got tagged for 7 runs in the wild card game where he played. Torres and Judge both took him deep, and Stanton also went deep in that game. Also, Yankee Boone gave some updates on injuries. Benintendi, Montas, and Marinaccio are in Tampa doing workouts. So I assume you'll see all 3 of those for a potential ALCS.
Okay. Hey, if we could get reinforcement, we'll take them. You can never turn down reinforcements. But Halal, we got about like 6 minutes left to go, right? Since you are my special co-host here on this Friday, last question is in your corner. So ask the panel a question, and we'll go around and start off with Caputs.
All right. If you had the option, it's Game 5 ALDS, and we're facing the Guardians, obviously, and Matt Carpenter's played. I'm obsessed with Matt Carpenter. If you haven't realized, Matt Carpenter's hit well in games 3 and 4, and he's hit the ball really well, like he was before, and so is Stanton. You got to pick between the two. Who are you going with, Carpenter or Stanton?
Okay.
Go ahead, Caputo. Ball's in your court.
I'd probably have to say Stanton. I still have to go with Stanton. Stanton is a clutch in the playoffs.
But it makes it harder. You're facing a right-handed pitcher. Do you still go with Stanton?
But Stanton kills lefties.
Yeah.
He does kill lefties.
It's a good problem to have. And I'll throw it over to Li. Li, same question going your way, brother.
I'd probably go with, even though it's a right-hander, I'd still go with Giancarlo. His upside is way more than Matt Carpenter is. I like Matt Carpenter on the bench, but he can pinch hit. and you can save Matt Hart for when IKF inevitably makes soft contact. So I'm probably going to go with Giancarlo.
Okay. Keith, same question going your way, brother.
Big G, baby.
Okay. So I'm gonna be on the side of Halal, and I'm gonna pick Matt Carpenter. Why? Because everybody picked Giancarlo Stanton. How about that?
Oh yeah, Hector, I was going to ask you this: you think Judge is going deep today? I think because Judge went 0 for 3 in that first game, so Judge definitely has to get it going. I think he's going deep.
Lead off homer, baby.
Yeah, I think Judge has phenomenal numbers against Shane Bieber. I think he's a 400 hitter, career wise against Shane Bieber. Coming into the play, but this is the thing with Aaron Judge coming into the playoffs. He's batting .230 in the postseason. You know, so we're not sure what we're gonna get out of Aaron Judge this postseason. But at the same time, normally Aaron Judge is a .250 hitter in the second half of the season. He wasn't that this year. He was a .350 hitter in the second half of the season. So I could see Aaron Judge having a big postseason. It's kind of like Barry Bonds, what Barry Bonds did in 2002 against the Angels.
Oh yeah, I think so too. And his walk season, and he's gonna have a massive postseason, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Update from Aaron Boone.
Go ahead, brother.
Garrett
What's
Cole
the
will
update?
definitely start Game 4.
Oh, Game 4. So Garrett Cole will be starting Game 4.
Definitely start Game 4. They will not hold him out on potential Game 5.
All right. So Halal, I want to get your thoughts on that. We could throw it around and close it afterwards. Would you, if you were Aaron Boone, you comfortable with starting Garrett Cole in Game 4?
And then I go. Well, we don't have an off day, which means our bullpen's going to be like pretty much expired for Game 5. So you're going to be relying on piggybacking Tyone and Herman for Game 5, probably if you're doing that. I assume that's good. Yeah, I just got the ESPN alert. Cole's going to start. Game 4.
I just got it as well.
Got it.
Capoose.
Okay, Garrett Cole, earn your money, baby.
I mean, I guess
your favorite Yankee this season, Garrett Cole. Are you comfortable with starting him in Game 4?
After seeing that performance, I mean, you have to feel confident now. But I don't think we're going to Game 4 or 5. I think this is over in 3 games.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully. LI Yankee King, same question going your way, Adian. When it comes to Game 4, are you comfortable with starting Garrett Cole?
If it's a do or die game, you have to start Garrett Cole.
Mm-hmm.
If something goes haywire between 2 and 3 and they take one of each of those, you have to run with your ace. You have to live and die by your ace. If it's a clinching game, they take the Bieber game, we take the McKenzie game, and it's clinch time, you have to go with Cole. So, Boone, I give you an A on that move. Your first A as manager. Holy crap, this might the hell freeze over?
Oh, you gave him 2 A+ and 130 and one 10-minute conversation, Adian. I think hell's freezing over. Honestly. Somebody go check the temperature outside. LI gave Aaron Boone 2 A+ in a 15-minute conversation span. That's crazy. But Keith, same questions going your way, brother. I know that you brought it up, but are you comfortable with the decision to start him if need be for Game 4?
So Game 4 would be what day?
That I don't.
Sunday. We're playing Saturday, Sunday, Monday. What's today?
So it will be Sunday. It will be Sunday.
Sunday. He started Tuesday. Oh yeah. Off 100 pitches. He's well rested. He makes $36 million for a reason, right? Yeah, you have to. I mean, is it? Even if you get 4, he doesn't have to go 6 or 7 either. You can get 5 out of him. I think that's what Boone's thinking too. He's probably going to take him. It's probably going to be like a 5-inning type of deal, and then you'll see Presley Herman or like Jordan. I mean, not Jordan. Tyone for like 2 or 3 innings, because you're going to have to save the bull if we're having these straight games because of the rain out. Yeah, so hey man, you make $36 million a year, dude, and this is what you came here for, right? So. Earn your money, dude. It's October.
Hey, I think we can all agree on that on that last sake. But fellas, let's get hype. It's 12 o'clock. We're gonna close it right here. The 1 o'clock game is about to start within the next 59 minutes. So everybody, please get hype. Go ahead.
Tweet it out. LeMahieu could be activated for ALCS.
That's big.
Okay.
That is big.
Good news, great news. Knock on wood. Hopefully, DJ could come back healthy because we definitely, the more reinforcement we have, the better, right?
I want Peraza. I want
We're a lot
Peraza
healthier
on
than
the
Houston,
next.
that's for sure.
I just don't want to see Aaron Hicks on this
Oh
roster.
no. I was saying I want Peraza activated for the next round.
Yeah, Aaron Hicks is the human Ninja Turtle, so we please get rid of the human Ninja Turtle from this roster. Go ahead, Eli. You got one more point you want to make before we dip?
I just did it. If Garrett Cole goes game 4, if needed, he would go game 2 in the ALCS if we do move on. Nestor Cortes would be going on regular rest game 1.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Bet.
Cole then Sevy.
Bet. Fellas, appreciate everybody for joining in on the panel. Thank you guys so much. Next week, Monday, let's see what happens over the weekend. Hopefully the Yankees sweep. But Monday, we will be having an episode. Rain, see the slow, whatever happens, it will be an episode. And next week, Friday, let's have one of these open panels again. This way it could go a little bit longer. No day game. Hopefully all would be well. But I want to shout out Keith. Thank you so much for coming through, Bella. Just as well, my man, LI Yankee King, Michael Caputo. Love you, baby. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. And of course, hello, Backstage Baseball. Brother, you've been doing work over this summer. You've been doing a lot of work over this summer. You have been putting in the due diligence. And I just want to commemorate you on that, bro. You've been putting great content out there. You was at the game. Was it your first playoff game that you was at?
Yeah.
Your first playoff game with many more to come, bro. You got a bright future ahead of you, kid.
Thank you. Thanks
no problem. Of course. Any last words you want to say before we dip?
Nah, that's it. Thank you so much.
Peace, baby. And like everybody who was in the chat, thank you so much for tuning in. Metaverse King, like always, salute. Appreciate you, my guy. Tats from Pinstripe Chronicles was in the building. LI Yankee King, thank you for coming on. And of course, Jigga Man Portal, even though he had them difficulties, he was able to tune into the conversation. Mr. James Cook, my man, Steve Schumann. Steve, anytime, like I said, Steve, next time you want to come on, you're more than welcome to come on. Appreciate everybody. Honestly, this was an amazing conversation. Hello. Yes, he is. That's baby Michael K right there. I always say that. Baby Michael K. Michael K, watch your back because Halal's coming for your spot. I guarantee you that. But I am your guy, Hector, host of the Yankees Morning Brew. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. And like always, a peace out.